The first time Sora saw Min, he was arguing on the phone. Not loud, just cold. He stood outside a convenience store, suit sharp, hair neat, face calm like nothing could touch him. People passed him without looking twice. He looked like every successful man in Seoul. Except Sora noticed his hands. They were shaking. She was sitting on the low step near the door, resting her feet after a long shift. Her cleaning uniform smelled of soap and bleach. Her skin was dark, smooth, tired. Her hair was braided back, simple and clean. She didn't mean to listen, but when he said, "That child is not my problem," her head lifted. Min turned away, voice low. "I already paid. Handle it." The call ended. He stayed there a moment, staring at his phone like it might speak back. Sora looked away. Some things were not meant to be heard. Sora came to Korea 3 years ago. Not for dreams, not for love. She came because her mother died with a secret on her lips. Her mother had held her hand in a small room in Lagos and said, "If you ever feel lost, go where you were abandoned. Truth waits there." Sora didn't understand then. She understood now. Min noticed her the next day. She was cleaning the lobby of his office building. Quiet, focused, moving like she didn't want to be seen. Yet he kept seeing her. She didn't bow too low like the others, didn't rush when people passed. Her eyes stayed calm. It annoyed him. On the third day, he spoke. "You," he said, "what floor are you assigned to?" Sora looked up. "All of them." "That's inefficient," Min said. She shrugged lightly. "I still finish." Something about her voice stayed with him. They began to cross paths often. Elevator, lobby, parking lot. Sometimes their eyes met, sometimes they didn't. Once he offered her a bottle of water after watching her struggle with a heavy cart. She took it. "Thank you," she said. That was all. No smile, no fear. Min didn't know why that bothered him. One evening, rain fell hard. Sora waited at the bus stop outside the building. Her shoes were thin. Her jacket was old. Water soaked through fast. A black car stopped in front of her. The window lowered. "Get in," Min said. She hesitated. "You'll get sick," he added. She studied his face, not the suit, not the car, his eyes. She opened the door. The ride was quiet. Streetlights passed like slow thoughts. "Where are you from?" Min asked. "Africa," she replied. He glanced at her. "Where in Africa?" She smiled faintly. "The part people forget." He nodded. "Why Korea?" She looked out the window. "Why do people run from the past?" He didn't answer. Min dropped her near a small apartment building. Before she stepped out, she spoke. "You shouldn't say things you can't take back," she said. He frowned. "About what?" She looked at him once more. "Children." Then she closed the door. Min sat there long after she left. That night, Sora opened her bag. Inside was a folded paper, old and soft. A birth record. Father. Min. She touched the name lightly, not with anger, with patience. Days passed. Min started looking for her without realizing it. When she didn't appear one morning, something felt wrong. She took leave, a supervisor said. "For how long?" Min asked. The man shrugged. Min nodded and walked away. But the feeling stayed. A week later, a letter arrived at his office. No sender, just his name. Inside was a single sentence. "I am not here for money. I am here for truth." His breath caught. Attached was a copy of a birth record. His name sat there, clear, undeniable. Min's hands shook. That evening, Sora stood by the river, watching lights reflect on the water. Seoul was loud behind her, quiet inside her chest. She didn't know how he would react. Anger, fear, denial. But she was done running. She whispered to the night, "I'm here." And somewhere across the city, Min finally understood why her eyes never bowed. Min couldn't sleep that night. Not because of work, not because of money, not because of his board, because of her. Sora. Her name echoed in his head, the way she looked at him without fear, without asking, the way she knew something about him before he did. He sat on the edge of his bed, staring at the city lights bleeding through the glass wall. Seoul sparkled, alive but hollow. He poured a drink, but it tasted like nothing. He thought about the letter. I am here for truth. What truth? Sora woke early the next day. She had no plan except to wait for him to realize. She packed a small bag, folded her birth record carefully, and left her apartment. The streets were quiet, damp from the rain the night before. Birds didn't sing yet. Shops were still shuttered. She walked with purpose. Every step measured, every breath controlled. By noon, she was back at the office building. Not to clean, not to hide, to be seen. Min had arrived hours earlier, but he noticed her immediately. She was standing near the lobby entrance, bag in hand, eyes scanning the space. She didn't look afraid. She didn't look lost. He stopped mid-step. Why are you here? He asked, voice sharper than he meant. Sora turned slowly. Because someone needs to answer, she said. Her voice wasn't loud. It wasn't trembling. It was calm, measured, like water finding its way through stone. He frowned. Answer what? Everything, she replied. About the past, about the child you abandoned, about the truth you tried to bury. Min's jaw tightened. He wanted to deny it. He wanted to tell her she was wrong. But the paper in his office, the one she had sent, burned in his mind. It was true. She stepped closer. Do you remember your mother? She asked. He froze. What about her? He said carefully. Did she ever tell you about Lagos? Min's eyes narrowed. How would I know about that? You should, Sora said, because you were part of it. You left me there, you left her there, and you never looked back. He felt a sting. Something old, something raw. Something he had buried under power, under money, under pride. He said nothing. Sora continued, voice steady. I came to Korea not for revenge, not for money, not to make you feel what I felt. I came to face you, to face the man who didn't know me, but whose blood runs in my veins. Min's heart beat faster. You are my child, he whispered. Sora shook her head slowly. I am your daughter, yes, but I am not a possession. I am not someone to control. I am here to demand honesty, to demand acknowledgement. The lobby felt smaller, the elevators too shiny. Even the cleaning supplies in her bag seemed heavy with meaning. He wanted to walk away. He wanted to ignore her, but he couldn't. She pulled the envelope from her bag. Look, she said, everything you need is here. Names, dates, receipts. All of it. Min hesitated, then took the envelope, hands slightly trembling. The weight of truth hit him like a wave. Every document told a story. Every date reminded him of his mistakes. Every signature was a promise he had broken. He looked at her. She didn't flinch. She didn't plead. She didn't cry. She was stronger than he had imagined. Hours passed. They didn't speak much. Min read. Sora waited. Finally, he looked up. Why now? He asked. Because I can, she said. Because it's time. Because silence hasn't helped anyone. Min swallowed. Pride, guilt, fear, they all tangled inside him. Do you hate me? He asked quietly. Sora tilted her head. No, not hate, not yet. But I am not blind to what you did, and I will not be silenced. Min nodded. Something shifted. Something he had not felt in years. Something softer than power, sharper than pride. He realized for the first time that he was not in control. Not fully. Not of her. And that truth hurt more than any business failure ever could. Sora left the building that evening. She walked into the neon-lit streets of Seoul. head held high, hair damp from a drizzle. She didn't look back. Min stayed in the office, envelope on his desk, hands shaking, mind racing. He knew one thing. The life he had built on control, on power, on silence, was no longer enough. And the daughter he had ignored, the child he had abandoned, was here, waiting. The next morning, Min didn't call. He didn't leave a message. He waited. He sat in his office, staring at the river reflecting Seoul's gray sky. The city moved fast, like nothing could stop it. But he couldn't move. Not yet. Not until he faced her. Sora arrived at the building just after lunch. She didn't run. She didn't hide. She walked into the lobby, carrying nothing but her presence. Min met her halfway. His usual sharp expression was gone, replaced by hesitation, confusion, and something he couldn't name. "You came back," he said. "I said I would," she replied calmly. "We have things to discuss." They sat in a small, quiet office on the 15th floor. Sora placed the envelope on the table between them. "I want the truth," she said. "Not excuses, not apologies, just honesty." Min leaned back. He took a deep breath. I was young. I didn't understand responsibility. I thought someone else would handle it. I wasn't careful. I was afraid." Sora studied him. No tears, no anger, just focus. "That's what it looks like when power hides fear," she said. "I don't need your excuses. I need acknowledgement." Min's chest tightened. He hadn't realized how much weight words could carry until now. "I see that now," he said, "and I am sorry. Not because you demand it, not because it looks right, but because I failed you, and your mother. I can't change the past, but I will try to make the present matter." Sora nodded slowly. She reached across the table, touching the envelope gently. "I didn't come here to make you suffer," she said. "I came so you would know, so I could know, so we could decide what happens next, together or apart." Min swallowed. He nodded. "Together," he said quietly. For the first time, silence didn't feel heavy. It felt possible. Over the next few days, Min made small changes. He didn't buy her gifts. He didn't flaunt wealth. He simply listened. He asked questions. He let her set the pace. Sora didn't demand his attention, didn't beg for recognition. She just existed. Power, influence, money, all of it faded when she spoke. And Min learned that some things couldn't be controlled, only respected. One evening, they stood on the rooftop of his building, watching the sun set behind Han River. The city was alive, blinking, moving, fast, but here, above it all, they could breathe. "Do you regret coming?" Min asked. Sora shook her head. "No, I came to be seen, to be heard. That was enough." Min smiled faintly. "And for me?" "You learned the hard way," she said softly. "Some lessons are never easy." He laughed quietly. Not proud, not cruel, just honest. They didn't need more words. The past was heavy, but for the first time, it didn't feel like it would crush them. Sora turned, walking back toward the stairs, carrying her bag lightly. Min stayed on the rooftop, watching her silhouette disappear into the elevator light. And for the first time, he felt the weight of truth and the lightness of a new beginning. If you love this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more stories.